Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to Celestial Oracle Codes and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. This is going to be a moderate message. It might be long, it might be shorter, but they do want me to pull from multiple decks, so that is what we're doing today. So, we are going to tap right in and see what is coming through for you. So if you found this reading, if this found you in any way, okay, through the autoplay, through the algorithm, through you being aligned or resonating with the title, it doesn't matter how it came to you. If it came to you in any way, then there is a message here for you. This is a collective reading, but it's going to feel personal. So take what aligns and leave the rest, because what's coming through here is identity, okay? Yeah, big identity, a shift, a reset in the way that you feel and do things. So, yeah, what's coming through here is identity, and you're stepping into a new one. Very interesting. So, ultimately, what's happening here is a transition between versions of yourself. You may be feeling like you're not fully where you were, but not fully where you're going yet. That in between space can feel unfamiliar. Ultimately, you're being called to let go of responsibilities that no longer belong to you or never did. Let go of unwanted burdens. And also, this equals the end and a reset to the old way of doing things. So you're taking action in a new way, you're desiring perhaps new things, or you're going after your desires in a new way. You have a stronger connection to your purpose or the reason that you're about me and your how to and what I do and can do. Your contribution, growth, and experience in this world have been refined. Okay, so there's a deeper confidence and willpower that comes with this as well. And ultimately, there has been a structural collapse in the way that you see things, in the way that you view things, and you were shocked in some way by the truth. So it forced you into an awakening or a spiritual elevation, and it's leaving you with the realization that what's false cannot remain. Wow. Okay. So the hidden truth beneath this, the truth is, okay, the truth is, hold on, let me get it clarified. Oh, there it is. All right, so the truth is, you've already outgrown who you used to be. You don't think the same, you don't move the same, you don't react the same, you don't tolerate the same. You're embodying a new worthiness and a new deservedness. And that's not confusion, that's evolution. So, what you've been feeling, relatability, you may have felt disconnected from certain people, certain situations, or even certain parts of your old life. That's because your identity is shifting and you're aligning with something different now. So you're aligning with new choices and a new balance in your emotional state and the fulfillment of your well being. The old pattern that you try to go back to who you were, it won't feel right anymore. If you ever tried to go back to who you were, it wouldn't feel right. So the way you used to move, the things you used to accept, they don't fit this version of you. Ultimately, You're learning new ways to feel and be and express your emotions and love and rely on your intuition and approach relationships. This is also you only accepting and only allowing mutually beneficial relationships and soul aligned partnerships or agreements into your reality now. So, this is a powerful new learning of how to approach emotions, how to express emotions, how to trust intuition, and how to move with love in your day to day. All right, so a new identity is forming through all of this. And so, here's your new identity activation, the Three of Pentacles. So this is your growth, your creation, your momentum in a new reality or a new way of approaching the world and creating your reality. And also, this is a new way of building into income and creating ways or multiple streams of income, three specifically, that will give you passive income. Wow, okay. So your power here is in accepting the version of yourself you're becoming. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to explain it. You're stepping into a new identity, and that's already happening. Beautiful. So ultimately, this isn't something you've been waiting on. This isn't something you wait for. It's something you embody. And so it's a really quick moving energy here because it really relies on your choice and then you making the decision to move forward in this new identity. You move differently, you decide differently, you show up differently because you are different. So it's a really, really powerful message coming through here. You're not losing who you were, you're evolving beyond it. So let's see. Oops. Let's see what you're evolving into and what that means for you. So wait until you see what this new version of you attracts into your life. What is this new version of you attracting into your life? Okay. What is this new version of the collective attracting into their lives? Wow, you are attracting some powerful people is what you're attracting. Hold on. What is this? What is my beautiful collective attracting into their lives now with this identity shift? Okay. So you're attracting four distinct things through this identity shift, okay? So, and you also are embodying a new sense of justice, a new form of, of undiplomatic thinking, a curiosity for the world, a new logic for approaching problems, a new mindset and truth, and a new way of communicating your desires and needs to the world. So, ultimately, this new version of you is attracting something that is changing everything around you, honestly. So this is the first card representing what you are attracting into your life. So ultimately, this represents you attracting inner guidance, some solitude for clarity, but answers that are coming from within. So this identity shift is making you trust your intuition, making you trust your internal state, and making you trust your inner wisdom and guidance better. Okay. Now it's also attracting. So this could be a new woman that it's attracting to you. This could be 3 new people actually that it's attracting to you, and they could all be tied to this new passive income that you're going to be creating, or whatever this hobby is that you're expanding into a business, or whatever this is that's becoming more lucrative for you that you've been doing. This is a part of that manifestation. So this is you attracting a new inner mastery and an embodiment that shows a deeper connection and understanding, as well as trust in your actions, a deeper clarity and precision wrapped around your desire and your purpose, and you are embodying a confidence and willpower that is unmatched and that you have never been embodying in this life before. So that is what you are attracting in. What else? Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords, we know that you're also attracting a new way of thinking, a new way of expressing your truth, a new way of communicating, and this is deliberate communication. This is what this turns into. So this turns into this. Okay, this is Daughter of Swords. This is Queen of Swords. And so we really want to make sure that we're approaching all of this. We've learned this new way of being, and now we're maturing into a new way of expressing our truth, of approaching our mind, or in negative internal dialogue, or approaching the way that we show respect for ourselves and the way that we expect others to show respect for us too. But this is also approaching problems in a logical, but in a very adult and mature way, and communicating your truth in a matter-of-fact way that definitely clears the mind and attracts the opportunities that you truly desire in this life. So the last one that you're attracting is the King of Cups. And we're going to go back through these because these can also be people, but we're going to give you the personality effects that it means first. Okay. So absolutely all of this is true for everybody. This is where the embodiment is now. So this shows me that we've already seen you've changed your inner mastery double time, right? So now you're embodying more action-oriented, more willpower, more confidence. You have a satisfaction with life, or at least you're grateful for everything that you have in your life. You have a deeper connection to the mind. You're standing in your authenticity. You're communicating better. You're living through, not completely living through logic, because there's a lot of intuition here too. But at the end of the day, you're letting logic solve problems versus approaching them in a way where the problems are controlling you or stagnating you or incapacitating you. So this is also the releasing of fear and standing in the truth and communication so that you can take decisive action through the willpower, through the confidence, towards your desires, and ultimately live your true nature and purpose. I love that. Okay? So the King of Cups shows me exactly how you are presenting yourself to the world now. This is your outer mastery and leadership. And this shows me that you have a deeper connection to your emotions, to love in general, or the love that you hold inside, the love that you express to the world, as well as a deeper connection to intuition, and a deeper understanding, a fundamental understanding, I'm hearing, of the relationships that you have and the relationships that you're allowing in to come into your life. But this is also the outer mastery of your emotions. So this shows me that you are using emotions to create reality. You're sifting through. You've reset the central nervous system, and you've done complete nervous system healing, maybe through breath work, through affirmations, through guided meditations, through self-hypnosis. You can even be, therapy, coaches, whatever works for you. This is whatever works for you and got you to that sovereign emotional state where you are really, you've created this outer emotional mastery where you almost seem unshakable by circumstances that are removed from you or in the external world. But that's not true. It's not that you're unshakable. It's just that you have a deep emotional resolve and understanding of others. So this is also a very compassionate aspect of yourself, and this is a very understanding aspect of yourself who's not afraid of emotional appeal, who's not afraid of emotional displays, but definitely shies away from emotional dynamics that are of a negative nature or a low vibrational quality. So we do not like angry emotions in public. We don't like being paranoid in public. We don't like anxiety in public. We definitely only want to portray our emotional sovereignty through this card. Okay, so those are the things that you're attracting. You're attracting emotional sovereignty. You're attracting a new mindset, truth, and communication, new way of being, an authentic expression of yourself, logic, and a new way of approaching problems. You're attracting new manifesting abilities and powers or spiritual powers and manifesting abilities that have been activated within you. So you might not notice them now, or you might be noticing them heavily. So this is you're driving down the street and all the lights turn green, or this can also be that you don't desire to be around certain people anymore, and then reality, right? But you don't have a choice but to be where all of you converge or all of you are, and then reality naturally shifts to remove them from your life somehow. Whether they lose their job, or they get put on another shift, or they get put in another building, whatever the case may be for you, take what resonates, leave the rest, but put it where it fits as well. And know that this is a deep manifesting ability. So this is where things start shifting around you naturally. All three of these combined, this is where things start shifting around you naturally. Shifting around your self-confidence and willpower. Shifting around your mindset, truth, and communication power. And shifting around your emotional mastery and leadership power. And so this is really powerful. Also, what this is attracting to you is some solitude. So we're going to go back through these, and we're going to see exactly what's coming in here. So this can be attracting some alone time where you withdraw and you really take time to seek out that inner guidance and to really approach solitude for clarity, so that your answers come from within and you know exactly what to do moving forward. This can also be an enlightened person that you're attracting in. So this can be a very enlightened, but a soul person. So they don't like to be around big problems. They don't like to be around big crowds. Okay, so big problems came out there for some reason. So they also don't like problems. So that might be a big confirmation for this being that person who comes into your life. If you have somebody that comes into your life that seems enlightened, spiritually awakened, that seems like they're a way shower, or like they hold the light in some way, they can show you the light, or they're shedding some light on a situation that you've been in the dark about, and they don't like problems, or they don't like conflicts. And I'm not saying that this is conflict avoidance, right? We're not talking about that person. But we are talking about someone who tries to do the right thing, who tries to be a good person, who tries to be nice, not in spite of what they feel or what they truly believe or what they truly think, but just to have common courtesy and kindness for others, because that's what we want to be projecting in the universe, because that's the alignment that we want to be receiving from the universe. Thank you, Most High. And so ultimately, this can be that person coming into your life, where this is a spiritually awakened, enlightened friend who might be a bit of a loner, but does not associate with negativity or negative behavior in any way, and will help you to move forward on your path in some way. All right? So the Queen of Wands coming out lets us know that you might actually meet a very attractive, confident woman with willpower who helps you to manifest whatever this desire is for you, but also who brings in a harmonious relationship and helps you to realize that you are more than worthy and deserving of all this world can give you. And this is moving pretty quickly into you resetting your beliefs, resetting what you've thought about the world, and also resetting your boundaries and what you allow yourself to be burdened with in this world. So, she could be helping you manifest a new relationship. So, or you can meet her and this take what resonates, leave the rest. Case we don't all want a relationship, and you don't have to. This doesn't have to be for you, but this is for somebody. Okay, that you're gonna meet a very attractive woman with willpower, confidence, very sure of themselves, and they're gonna introduce you to your soulmate or a harmonious contract or partnership, business partnership, or romantic relationship. And I'm only hearing those two for this one. So this is going to be business or relationship, okay? And yeah, I'm not hearing a lot of solo line platonic. So I'm hearing solo line romance and solo line business. Now, when we look, and so these can be actually be business partners that you decide to collaborate with. So we have the strong, willful, willpowered, manifesting one. This is the one who really goes out and takes decisive. They both go out and take decisive action. But I'm going to explain the difference in them right now. This one is way more focused on the action, on the results that they're getting, on the desires being accomplished, maybe of the logistics of the business purpose. And, they just have a very confident willpower about them. And they manifest their desires at will. She sees it, she wants it, she's got it, all right? Or he, okay? Gender roles can be reversed, and this doesn't have to be actual women. This can be men, but these are men who are standing in their feminine power. That's what that would mean. So it's a man who's not acting like the King of Wands, going out and getting everything. It's the man who's acting like a Queen of Wands, who might be attracting more and still taking the actions toward, but these are more refined and divine feminine actions, which are more attractive and less external manifestations, even though they do manifest externally. But this is us using our refined skills and internal state to affect the external world and attract things into us, okay? And so that's a powerful message coming through for someone as well. But this queen and this, or Queen of Swords and this Queen of Wands here, well, the Queen of Swords is the one who speaks the truth, is communicating correctly, has control of their mind, uses logic to solve problems. So this could be lawyer energy, okay? So this could be a business owner or a collaborator. This could be their lawyer, and this could be who you're going to need to speak to get either the partnership going, the joint venture, the new establishment, the merger, the business development, the expansion, the scaling, whatever this is. This could be business, but it does not have to be. This could also be new friends that are coming in who help you to excel and become like them. So ultimately, you'll start taking decisive action towards your desires and your purpose, and have confidence and willpower while living in your authentic truth and controlling your mind, taking logical steps toward problems and solving problems while communicating your desires with ease, flow, and grace. Okay? And this, now, some of the collective are women, some of the collective are men, and so this could go either way. So, we've got 3 people cards here, right? We've got 3 court cards here. They don't have to be people, but we've already read what they aren't, or what they are if they are not people. So now we're going to read them as people who came into your life for the side of the collective who wants new relationships or new tribe or belonging, or just a new community to come into their life. Well, all that I've said here for you is ensuring that you are attracting this new community in. You might as well see this is 3 of Cups energy. And when you have 3 of Cups, right? 1, 2, 3. Well, these are the people who can introduce you to the 2 of Cups energy. And this could be a relationship with the King of Cups, or it could be a relationship with the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Swords here is more of a bystander or a representation of the truth and consciousness. So these are the people. Or you could embody one of these, right? You could feel like you're the King of Cups, and so you're attracting the Queen of Wands. Or you could feel like you're the Queen of Wands, and you're attracting the King of Cups. Now, are they a perfect match made in heaven? I think so. They're both very attractive. He's emotionally aware. She's, a go-getter, like who has willpower and confidence, and he loves that about her. Is she always as emotional as the Queen of Cups for the King of Cups? No. There is no card as emotional as the Queen of Cups. And so, or as, loving and caring and nurturing and kind and patient and understanding. That's Queen of Cups energy. And so, because of that, I don't want anyone to get discouraged by this mix here, because it doesn't mean that it's not going to work. This can be the contrast that does work. And Wands and Cups are fire and water. But in this case scenario, opposites most certainly attract. So don't worry about that if that's what you're harping on or what you're worried about. It came from somewhere, so I'm saying it out loud. Now, in this King of Cups, we see a fair-haired man, so he might have blonde hair and blue eyes, but he could also have green eyes and red hair, okay? Or he could have blonde hair and just any other light-colored eye. So it's not brown eyes, but it can be gray, green, blue, or hazel, okay? But it's looking like he's blonde and blue, but it doesn't have to be. And so take what resonates, leave the rest. And very confident, very sure of the emotions, and being attracted into you one way or another. So let's get some clarity. Let's get some clarity on some of these cards. So what does my Queen of Swords represent? What does my Queen of Swords represent? What is my Queen of Swords? Whoa, okay. Like, literally threw the card over there and it almost landed on the sword. Okay, whatever. Alright, so what does my King of Cups represent? What does my King of Cups represent? Okay. That one did the same thing. That's so cool. Wow, okay. King of Cups. What does my Queen of Wands represent for the collective? What does my Queen of Wands represent for the collective? Okay. So Queen of Wands got 3. So Queen of Wands is a big deal. Alright, so I'm not feeling like these are people anymore. Okay? I'm not feeling like they're people. For some of you, it could be, okay? Everything that I've already said, remember, the messages are all valid. So if wherever you are in the collective, or whoever you are, whatever your desire is, or however it resonates for you, that's your message, okay? So don't worry about it. But unless you're trying to ignore your message, in which case, well, you're about to live it. So it doesn't matter. All right, so let's get there. The Queen of Swords, I'm coming at ya. It's coming up with the World for clarification. So when the World comes up for clarification and it's in reverse, this shows me that you're holding on to a cycle that has passed. You're trying to force certain aspects or whatever in your life to stay instead of allowing them to change, seeing the truth of them, speaking and communicating your desires at will, using your logical mind to sift through problems and ultimately close out whatever this cycle is. So this could be the fact that you use your logical mind, your truth and communication to logically approach problems, and you're holding a new mindset. And so a cycle has recently closed, right? So that's why it's in reverse like this, because some cycle has closed. You might be integrating the lessons of it now, but it came from you speaking your truth, being authentically you, communicating in a logical way, and approaching problems perhaps in a new, but in a logical way. Closed out this cycle, closed out karmic cycles, and now you're integrating lessons that will help to propel you forward. King of Cups comes to remind you of your outer mastery of your emotions, and to use your body, the feelings, your somatic feelings within your body, to really help you to make those decisions that are going to propel you forward on your path. So this is you standing in the King of Cups energy, using the outer mastery of your emotions and the leadership that you have and the authority that you have over your emotions to make decisive decisions, to not get stuck in the fog, to not be fooled by illusions, to see things as they truly are, and to move forward on your path with clear, decisive clarity and and unshakable certainty that you are doing the right thing because it feels good for you. Okay? Beautiful. And with the Queen of Wands, so this is really, really spectacular, right? Because I didn't really know what it was before. But for the Queen of Wands, for me to have flipped out 3 cards to clarify what this Queen of Wands is, this is your manifesting power. That's what that means. That means that this is your manifesting power. This is you taking decisive actions towards your goals and desires, living in your true nature and purpose, being self-confident, having willpower, using both to attract and to manifest your desires at will. This is you no longer being bound by the mind, by the mental chatter, by the clutter. So this is the first card that came out to clarify that Queen of Wands. Let me tell you something. This is not a bad card to get for clarification. Why? Because it shows that you have a deeper power and a mastery over the mind, over your truth, over your authentic expression and communication, over the logic, and over the problems in your life. This shows that you have authority over all of that. And you've not only begun to manifest and to really stand in your power when it comes to that, right? But you are also gaining power and mastery over your mind and communicating at will. So that you learn to communicate in some way better, express your concerns and cares and desires better to the universe, and you're also holding a higher frequency mindset, okay, and higher vibration within your body in this King of Cups energy, a higher vibration within your body in this King of Cups energy, and ultimately, what did I hit? Let's make it into all that. All right, so ultimately, you are embodying that fire and water energy that's causing this steamy, synergistic quality to happen within you. And it's just giving you the power over your mind, over your thoughts, over your truth, over your communication, over logic, and over problems. Beautiful. Also connected to the Queen of Wands energy. So now you've seen through those problems, you've gained mastery over your mind, and now you have a new vision. So now you have a choice and a new balance to the way that you act. So now you're making new choices, new decisions, new behaviors are coming out here. You have a new drive to go towards your true nature and purpose on this planet. And you're doing it with a confidence and willpower that are unmatched. While keeping your focus on the duality of the nature of the universe, you are making wise and educated choices that are leading to wiser decisions and actions that have been taken. Okay? And the Three of Wands comes up to support, to let you know that all that you've been doing, all that I've just said, is leading to a growth and a momentum within you that is helping you to attract and take more confident action towards your desires, your life purpose, and your ultimate goals in this life. So that is everything that this identity shift is bringing you into, and that is how you're moving through this world now, and that is just a really beautiful message. So if you're still in this message, remember what I said, all of these positive messages and all of this energy is for you. This is your entire reading if you stayed for the entire reading, and so you don't have to worry about how it's going to manifest in your life. Start trusting, start walking in faith, start holding the knowing of things unfolding for you in your life, in your heart, the same way that you know the sun is going to come up. You don't think the sun is going to come up. You don't feel like the sun is going to come up. You don't hope the sun is going to come up. You can look outside or go outside before sunrise on any given day, and it doesn't matter what time of day or how crappy of a day or whatever is going on. you know that the sun is there in your heart. So this is the way that we want to be knowing things are going to manifest in our lives. We want to know it in our heart. We want to give no power to the how, because releasing the how gives power to the universe to bring it to you however it will. And so we really want to be embodying that truth and that power and that empowerment and that sovereignty and that self-agency and self-authority and self-leadership and self-authorship. So I hope this message resonated with you all. I love you all immensely. I send you all my love and light and blessings, and I will see you all in my next reading.